Hi everybody, welcome back to Mentoring Sections with Lydia. If you are just joining us, like I always say, you are so welcome. Where have you been all this while? So kindly subscribe to this channel, click the notification button so you get notified on our weekly sections. So on today's episode, we'll be looking at the topic, how to know if he really loves you. So you want to know if your man really loves you, right? Okay, this episode is for you. Sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. As ladies, it is easy for us to fall in love because of our natural build-up and just the way we are. We just easily love somebody and then we just go into a relationship with that person, hoping that the person loves us back as much. But then we discover that the love is not like enough, or the person doesn't really love us that much. So if you're single or you are in a relationship, or even if you're married and you really want to know if your partner really loves you, then this episode is for you. Let's get right into it. Okay, so the first tip I'm giving you is, if a man really loves you, he will pay attention to you. Yes, he will listen to you. He will pay attention to you. Whatever you're saying, he wants to pay attention. If you call him, he wants to listen to what you have to say. If you are discussing or communicating in any form, he wants to just listen and pay attention to you. That is how you know if a man really loves you. So if a man really loves you, he pays attention to you. If it's forming like he's busy or he doesn't really care about you, then he doesn't love you. But if he listens to everything you say and then he picks every little detail, you know, those little detail like telling him your birthday or like your baptismal day, or just any very, very little detail, you see that he can pick it up. Like in your next conversation, you ask him, oh, what did we discuss yesterday? And he can just pick it up and say, oh yes, you told me that this was that was that. Like, that's an intentional man. That's someone that really, really loves you. So if a man really loves you, he's going to pick every little detail of you. He's going to listen to you anytime you're having a conversation. He's going to pay attention to you. The second tip I'll be giving you is, if he really loves you, he will introduce you to people that matter in his life. My sister, if he's hiding you, he's scamming you. I hope you know that. Okay, now you know. If he's hiding you, he's scamming you. If he really loves you, he's going to introduce you to people that matter in his life. And I'm not talking about those his friends, so just the friends he goes out, or that. No, people that really matter in his life, like his parents, his siblings, his bosses, like his colleagues, people he works with. So if he really loves you, he's going to introduce you to people like that. He's not going to be hiding you. Once a man starts hiding you, just know that he doesn't have any long-term goal for you. He doesn't want you. He doesn't want to be seen with you. He doesn't value you, and he doesn't love you. If he loves you, he's going to introduce you to people that matter. I know some celebrities or some big guys out there, they don't want to post their women online. That's fine. I'm not saying if he doesn't post you online, that means he doesn't love you. No. Some people are like that. They just want to keep their relationships private. Okay, that's fine. But at least he must have introduced you to his family members or his colleagues or his bosses, like people that really matter in his life. If you are just there, you don't know his siblings, you don't know anything about his parents, you've not met them, okay, even his colleagues, you've not met them, or his bosses, it's just people he goes out to drink with or just hang out with, that you see him, that he has introduced you to, just know that he doesn't love you, he doesn't really care about you, and he doesn't want anything long term. So if a man really loves you, he's going to introduce you to people that matter in his life. Ladies, please take notes. If he does not post on social media, that is fine. Some people are private, some people are like that. But if he doesn't introduce you to his family members, his good friends, like his bosses or even his pastor, if he doesn't introduce you to those people that matter in his life, then that means he doesn't love you. Please run. If he's hiding you, he's scamming you. The third tip I'll be giving you is, if a man truly loves you, he'll be willing to wait for sex. Yes, you heard me right. If a man truly loves you, you will be willing to wait for sex. If he's impatient to wait for sex, then he doesn't really love you. He doesn't have any long-term goal for you. He just wants to have you to himself, and then that's all. It's just the sex he loves, not you. So if a man really loves you, he's going to wait. He'll be willing to wait. So if you tell him you're going to wait till after the wedding, he'll be willing to wait. He's not going to pressure you into coming to his bed and all that. So that's one way you know if a man really loves you. So I'm talking to the single ladies and those in relationships. If a man loves you, he will be willing to wait for you. He'll be willing to wait. When you meet a guy and he just wants to take you to his bed, like immediately after the first date, he wants to take you to his bed, he's always introducing sex talks and all that, just know that he doesn't really love you. He just loves the sex, or he just loves the idea of you. When he's done having sex with you, he's going to leave you. That is just it. But when you see a guy that is willing to wait, like he's not even talking about you coming over to sleep in his house or whatever and all that, like he just wants to get to know you, he wants to see how he can improve your life, he wants to see how he can help you, he wants to see how you can be better, like you just see that he's interested in other areas of your life than just talking about sex and all that. Just know that that guy really loves you. Yes, once he's willing to wait, he's not in a rush, he's willing to wait for you. My sister, he loves you. Yes, that guy really loves you. Well, the fourth point I'll point out is, if a man really loves you, he'll be very protective of you and not abusive. He'll be very protective. Like when you see men that are protective of their women, just know that that's true love. I'm telling you the truth. If a man is leaving you to do whatever you like, to go wherever you like, whenever you like he doesn't really care much about you, he doesn't care where you go to or whatever happens to you, he doesn't care. That man does not love you. If you want to know if a man really loves you, check how protective he is of you. He's going to protect you from every harm. Like he wants to know where you are at the moment. He wants to know like who you're hanging out with. He wants to he just wants to be protective. He wants to care for you. He wants to show you how much he cares and how much he loves you. That's someone that loves you, not someone that is abusive. Please, if a man is abusive, he doesn't really love you. But if he's protective of you, then he loves you. If a man really loves you, he's going to protect you from his parents, his siblings, or anybody that will give you trouble. Yes, even his friends. He can protect you from his friends. Maybe those his friends that will be putting eye in your body. Once he sees that some of his friends are like, this your woman is fine, no, this, that, and you see him trying to protect you and all that. Like he doesn't want. You see him protecting you of those bad friends and bad influences. Yes. So even protecting you from his siblings, like if his siblings are going to give you trouble, or even his parents or his mom is going to give you trouble, you see him protecting you, covering for you, siding you, he just wants to be protective. He just wants to cover you. He just wants to support you. He just wants to be by your side and everything. That's a man that really loves you. If a man is not protective of you, he doesn't love you. Yes. So once you see a man that is protective, he's always calling you, checking on you, knowing how your day went, where you're going to, when you come back, checking up, everything protection, he just wants to protect you and all that. Just know that that man loves you, okay? The last tip I'll be giving you today is, if a man really loves you, he will include you in his future plans. So if a man truly, really loves you, you would hear him saying stuff like we all the time instead of I. You get it? So if you're asking him of his future plans, his future goals and aspirations, and you're hearing him say things like, oh, we will do this, or we will do that, or we'll have this and have that, it means he's already including you in his future. He already sees you in his future. Like 10 years from now, he's already seeing you beside him. 15 years from now, he's already seeing you as the mother of his children. So he's already including you in his future plans. But when he's saying, I want to study in Canada, I want to live in the US, I would have this, I would have that, and he's not even including you. Like, you can see that in the whole plan, you are not involved, like you are not inside. That means he doesn't care about you, he doesn't really love you, and he doesn't want anything long-term with you. So you just know that he doesn't love you. But if he's always saying, oh, we will do this, we will have 4 kids, we will build a house in Banana Island, we will do this, we will travel for vacation every Easter holiday. You know, when he says stuff like this, you know that, oh, okay, this guy really sees me in his future, he really sees me beside him, and he really wants me to be with him. I think you know that he loves you and he wants something long-term with you. So, but if he doesn't love you, he's going to be doing I. And when you try to include yourself, you see him segregating you, like saying, no, you are not part of that, you're not part of that. So if a guy truly loves you, he will include you in his future plans. If he's not including you in his future plans, please, my sister, run for your life. He doesn't love you. So today, what I want you to do, if you are in a relationship, I want you to ask your partner these questions. Ask him questions to know about his future, to know if he really sees you with him in the future. So just have conversations with your partner. Just when you have conversations like this, you get to know if they really love you or if they really care about you enough to see you in the future with them. You understand? So let's have that conversation this week. Well, that brings us to the end of this section. I want to see your comments, I want to see your likes, and I want you to share this video to every of your contacts. Like, share this video to your friends, to your loved ones, your family members, your neighbors, and everybody. I want you to share this video. I want to see your comments, I want to see your likes, and I hope you've subscribed to this channel. Okay, so before we go, remember, if a man truly loves you, he will pay attention to you. Okay, he will be protective of you, he will be willing to wait for sex, he will introduce you to people that matter, and then he will involve you in his future plans. Yes, so don't forget that. Okay, so this week, like I said earlier, if you are in a relationship, please have conversations with your partner on these 5 points that we've discussed. If you're still single, look out for these 5 points in a guy you want to have a relationship with. Just look out for these 5 points. If they are not there, please run for your life. Okay, if you're already married, of course, you're already married, so you may know that your husband already loves you. But if you don't know, you can just check these 5 points in his life and just see how he has like embodied these 5 points, and just know that, oh, my husband truly really loves me and appreciates him the more. Okay, all right, so that's the end of our section today. Until next week, bye for now.